Yesterday was a monumental day for Roblox because they broke their concurrent player record, hitting a new high of 11.5 million players at once, but also Blox Fruits broke the record, having almost 2.4 million people active at once, which is absolutely insane. 11.5 million concurrent is already wild, but then having 2.4 million in just one game is absolutely insane. So overall, with that being said, yesterday was a pretty good day for Roblox, but even though Blox Fruits had all this hype, it came with a lot of drama and a lot of hate. And today I'm going to break it all down because it's pretty bad. And if you're new here, by the way, please subscribe. We're trying to reach 10k. And I'm going to try uploading on here more, so subscribe. Let's get into it. So it all starts with the Dragon rework update, or the Dragon update that Blox Fruits released yesterday. The highly anticipated one. I'm pretty sure they've been working on this for like a year. And it finally came out yesterday, which is why they have so much players. But when the update came out, a lot of people noticed that Blox Fruits kind of was scummy with the update, and it made everyone super upset. Like look here, for example, the tweet they put out for the update has more replies than likes. That just shows you how controversial this update is. 3.7k likes to 6.2k comments, you know? Most people aren't liking the post because they aren't happy with the update. They're commenting to hate on the update. And if you go through these comments, everyone is angry at Blox Fruits and people lost so much respect for them. Before I break it down though, if you're confused with what the drama is, I'm gonna try explaining it. So I don't play Blox Fruits, to be honest, so someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I asked Blox Fruits players and here's what's going on. So basically this Dragon rework or Dragon update was planned, like people knew this was coming for a long time. So for like a year that this update was in the works, people started collecting dragons and bought dragons waiting for the revamp, right? Because people thought like, oh, if I grind dragons and have all these dragons, when the revamp comes out, you know, they can exchange it and whatever. So millions of players probably spent a year, you know, collecting, saving their dragons and saving all this stuff for the update. But then when the update came out is where this all, you know, everyone started getting mad because the update stated that all the previous dragons and stuff that you collected and that got changed, you can't exchange them for a dragon. So basically from my understanding, people spent so much time, like a year, getting all the stuff that they thought they could convert. But then Blox Fruits changed their mind and said, oh, you actually can't convert it. And I'm pretty sure if you want, you can repay to get it back at a discount, but still they're making people pay and stuff. So overall, it is very scummy if you think about it. People spent so long, you know, waiting for this update and collecting their stuff because they thought they can exchange it. And then Blox Fruits said, no, you can't exchange it and you could pay for it, repay it. It's pretty messed up. Now, like I said, I don't play Blox Fruits, so please let me know in the comments if I got any of that wrong, but I asked Blox Fruits players and that's what they told me, so you should get the gist of it. Like overall, if you have no idea even what dragons or anything mean like that, just understand that people spent so long waiting to exchange something and then they made it so you can't exchange it, but you can exchange it at like a discount, I'm pretty sure, which obviously people didn't want, and they didn't want to waste all their money and stuff like that. Now with that being said and with that context out of the way, you can understand why this update got so much hate. Not only were people waiting a long time, but they're also spending a lot of their own time collecting stuff just for it to basically not be what they wanted and make it cost so much money that people weren't expecting to pay. And as we can see by the comments, everyone's super upset, saying, I'm quitting Blox Fruits, all my money is gone, because people had to spend all their money to even do the update, which people weren't expecting. And then Nuki here saying, this might go down as the worst update of Roblox of all time. I couldn't imagine waiting a whole year to be baited and switched. This isn't right at all. In the span of 40 minutes, you managed to lose the trust of your player base that has loved you for years. What a shame. And then a lot of people also saying that they feel like they got scammed, saying, we got scammed. Why do you guys convert the dragons into tokens, bro? Everyone's very, very angry. And honestly, I understand where players are coming from. If I spent a whole year waiting for an update and then grinding, working towards the update, just for the update to basically be the opposite of what they were saying, I would be angry too. Now also looking at another post here saying, did Blox Fruits effectively ruin their game within the span of 40 minutes? I feel really sad for those players who worked hard to be told to upgrade a whole year later and pay even more money. So yeah, that's also the thing, I'm pretty sure. If they wanted to exchange it and upgrade it, all that work basically meant nothing because you have to pay even more money. I think at a discount, but even still, you know, you have to pay regardless, which people weren't expecting. I mean, numbers are numbers. At the end of the day, they're still making $10 million. Which, yeah, I mean, that last point is kind of true. I mean, I don't know how much he made, but they definitely made a bunch of money from this. Because even though players were upset, people spent so long that they just ended up spending the money anyways, you know? Because they're just like, we made it this far, we might as well do it. But people weren't happy about it. And also, as we can see here, the game got a bunch of dislikes yesterday. I think like most it's ever gotten, it seems like, in like a day. But look at this chart. As we can see, the like percentage just went down a lot. It went down 0.4%, but 0.4% is actually a lot if you think about it because of how much likes we have. And as we can see here, if we go likes or dislikes for when the update came out, it got like 4,000 dislikes or way more dislikes. And it's getting 1,000 dislikes every day compared to likes. And I think this is the most dislikes the game's ever gotten in a day. You know, usually it's like a few, but the likes overtake it. But this time, as we can see, the game is just getting more dislikes and likes every day and every hour right now because of how much people hate the update. So people are very disappointed. Now obviously with all this, they did respond saying, we're working on a solution to the dragon token situation. We will be implementing a change for players who previously owned the permanent dragon prior to today's update. Give us some time to implement this. But a lot of people are saying that even though this response is kind of good. It doesn't even help everyone. People like this saying, this doesn't fix the problem, Nick. Only for good promoters. What about the people who had physical dragons like me? Probably only fixing the problem because someone mentioned the legal action and breaking Roblox TOS. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this fix that they're saying only helps some people, but not everyone. So no matter what, it seems like people are getting screwed over. And overall, it's some pretty big drama right now. Because here's the thing. Let's say Blox Fruits somehow fixes all this and just gives people exactly what they want. People will obviously be happy, but no matter what happens, Blox Fruits kind of ruined their reputation with one update. Because before this, everyone thought they're just cool developers kind of doing their own thing. And they never really gone to drama before. Nothing crazy, you know? People hate the game, but people were just hating on the game just because it's popular. It didn't really have any big major drama. But now, a lot of people look at the developers completely different. A lot of people look at the developers as money hungry, scummy, and just overall kind of bad people because they kind of screwed over their players to seemingly make more money. And that's the worst part in my opinion. Because Blox Fruits had such a big fan base and such a dedicated fan base, and they had such a good relationship with their players, it feels like. Even though the updates took a long time to come out, people still kept playing the game, supporting the game. But now, a lot of the players are turning on them, and they're not fans of the game anymore, they're hating on the game, and a lot of people have kind of lost that trust with the developers because of this update. And now, to the general people who don't even play Blox Fruits, people look at them as like some money-hungry developers, you know? They literally ruined their entire reputation with one update, it feels like. And overall, this was a pretty horrible move. I couldn't imagine spending a whole, year playing a game and working on something just to be kind of screwed over at the end. It is pretty messed up if you think about it. Now with that being said, the drama is still unfolding. I'm recording this pretty early in the morning. So later in the day, there might be some sort of response from the developers again, saying that they might fix something or whatever. We don't know, but so far that only response that I showed you is all these had so far. But even that response, people are saying, isn't even helping everyone. It helps some people for sure, yeah, but it still isn't a good fix for the majority of people, and a lot of people still feel screwed over. And overall, a pretty disappointing ending, I feel like. It was pretty cool to see Blox Fruits break the record of having, over 2.4 million people, or almost 2.4 million people active, that's absolutely insane. But it is sad that that crazy update and that crazy peak came with, all this drama and ended up being pretty horrible in the end. And overall, the main fix seems to be people wanting just like the conversion to be free at least. Because even though I think like the first thing is messed up, I think people weren't expecting it to cost money, which is obviously pretty messed up because a lot of people just can't afford it. So a lot of people are saying at least make that part of it free, but I guess we have to wait and see. And then also with that being said, I think this brings up another problem because people already traded in a lot of their items, for this update and to work for this update. So now a lot of people are losing items and money and stuff because they already committed to the update and stuff, you know what I mean? It's just such a big mess. No matter what happens, I feel like some people are screwed over no matter what. And it feels like right now, there's no proper, comeback from this because people have already been trading in their stuff, exchanging their stuff, I feel like no matter what, people are going to be at a loss somehow. So overall, I mean, just what an absolute mess and what a horrible ending, It started out so good. Blox Fruits broke the record, right, for the most concurrent players ever in Roblox history, right? 2.4 million, absolutely insane. But then, the update that people have been waiting, a year for, ended up being pretty terrible and kind of scummy and a cash grab, and they made people pay extra, and they made people who spent a year, grinding, make it all feel like a waste. And then they responded with something that wasn't even that good of a response, and people are still saying that they're screwed over. So overall, just every layer of this gets worse and worse, It's an absolute dumpster fire right now, and the whole community is freaking out because everyone's super disappointed. And also just to give some more context of this whole situation, there's people like this saying, I paired my Robux and bought Dragon because of the updates today. When the update came, I'm very disappointed. My permanent dragon got turned into a token just to offer a discount for the new dragon and game passes I already got. So yeah, people already spent money and grinded all these dragons and stuff, and all that stuff that they grinded for turned into a token, which you can then exchange and spend more money, I'm pretty sure, at a discount to get the new stuff. So no matter what, I think you have to spend some money. And the only perk to all that grinding and all that money spending was you get a tiny discount. So you still have to spend money, I'm pretty sure, which is absolutely insane. Just a horrible, horrible move, I feel like. Let me know what you guys think though if you play Blox Fruits. Like I said, I don't play, I try my best to get the information right here, but if I got anything wrong, let me know. And if you do play the game, let me know what you think of the update in the comments. Do you think people are overreacting? Do you think that it was actually good? Or do you agree with the majority? I think that the update was pretty terrible and pretty scummy from the developers. Let me know, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.